Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. My name is Dimas Ahmad Fadil and I am a student in the Information System program at the Faculty of Computer Science at Universitas Sriwijaya. Today I will be presenting about operating system midterm exam. I hope my presentation will be informative and helpful. If you have any question, please feel free to ask at the end of the session. Okay, the first I will presentation about directory structure. And the first of the question, create a main directory name underscore nama in home mahasiswa. Question number 2, within that directory, create 3 subdirectories: document, code, and archive. Number 3, display the directory structure result using the appropriate command. In here, I use mkdir minpi mahasiswa to make a new directory. And I use ls to show what the file I make before. In here, I will use cd mahasiswa to enter the file or directory mahasiswa. And I will use mkdir again minp 090311823823 underscore Dimas Ahmad Fadil / dokumen kode dan arsip to make new subdirectories and subdirectories. And I will use cd again to enter my directory. And I will use ls to display the directory structure result using the appropriate command. And in here, output is archive document code in subdirectories. Okay, in question number 2, file manipulation. At the first question, create a file named identitas.txt in the document directory containing the following information: nama, nim, and prodi. Okay, at the first I will enter the directory document with cd document. And before I enter the directory, I will use the touch to make new file identitas.txt. And I will use echo min a to input nama Dimas Ahmad Fadil / n nim 090311823828 / n prodi sistem informasi to identitas.txt. Question number 2, copy the identify.txt or identitas.txt file into the archive directory and rename it to identify_backup.txt. In here, I will use cv to copy the identitas.txt from document to archive identitas_backup.txt. At question number 2, move the identify.txt file to the code directory. Okay, I use mv to move document from document identitas.txt to subdirectory code. Number 4, question is display the content of identitas backup.txt file using the appropriate command. In here, I will use cat to display the content. cat archive/identitas_backup.txt, and the output is here: nama, nim, and prodi. Okay, next I will presentation about access permission setting. Question number 1, give the file owner access right to read and write, while the group may only read, and other user may not access identitas backup.txt. In here, I will use chmod 640 arsip/identitas backup.txt. And question number 2, change ownership of the identify_backup.txt file to be owned by the root user and the stub group. In here, I will use sudo con root stub arsip/identitas backup.txt. In here, we must enter the password from my Ubuntu or my Linux, and after we enter, we can next to question number 3, display file access permission and ownership information after change are made. In here, I will use ls-l arsip/identitas backup.txt, and the output is here. Okay, and next I will presentation about symbolic link. The question number 1, create a file name reference nim.txt containing btext this is the operating system documentation belonging to Dimas Ahmad Fadil with NIM 09031182328023. In Indo, ini adalah dokumentasi sistem operasi milik Dimas Ahmad Fadil dengan NIM 090311823023. Jadi, okay, in here I will use touch to make a new file, touch referensi nim.txt, and I use echo to input the text to referensi_nim.txt. And number 2, create a symbolic link to reference nim.txt with the name shortcut. In here, I will use ln-s referensi nim.txt to shortcut nim.txt. Number 3, the question is display a list of files in directory along with their attribute information to verify that the link has been created. And to display, I will use ls-l, and the output total file is 16 file in this folder or this directory. Number 4, question, change the content of the reference_nim.txt file to the documentation has been updated by Dimas Ahmad Fadil, or in bahasa, dokumentasi telah diperbarui oleh Dimas Ahmad Fadil. In question number 5, we saw the content of shortcut nim.txt, and what happened, I will explain. Okay, in here I will use echo dokumentasi telah diperbarui oleh Dimas Ahmad Fadil to referensi nim.txt, and I will show the file. In file, I will use cat shortcut_nim.txt, and the output is dokumentasi telah diperbarui oleh Dimas Fadil. Okay, I will explain about the change of the content from reference nim also affect to shortcut nim also, because the symbolic links only point to the original file. Symlink is a reference that point directly to the original file, not a copy of the data. Therefore, when we edit reference, the change will be immediately reflected in shortcut. Likewise, if was edit shortcut, the original file reference will also be changed. This makes Symlink very efficient for accessing file from multiple locations without having duplicate data. Okay, next I will show you user mesh. The first question, check the default UMask value on your system. I will use UMask and the show is 0002. Number 2 question, change the UMask to 0027 and create a new file called data_nim.txt. I will change the UMask with UMask 027 and I will make a new data with touch data nim.txt, and I will display the data with ls min l data nim.txt and show this you must value of 0 to 7 cause the new file to have permission of 640 in here, so only the owner and group can read the file. Okay, the conclusion in this mid-semester exam assignment, I have successfully understood and applied the concept learned, especially in managing file system in Linux through the process of creating directories, manipulating files, and using symbolic links. I can see how changes to the original file have a direct impact on the connected shortcut file. And this proves that symbolic link only acts as a connector that directs to the original file, not a copy of the file. With this understanding, I can be more effective in managing data and optimizing the use of the Linux operating system for the academic and professional purpose. Okay, in in conclusion, I hope this presentation has provided valuable insight and sparked meaningful discussion. Thank you for your attention and participation. If you have any question, feel free to ask. I finish with Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.